Hello VTubers, Failed here, and welcome to the 9th stage of this year's the Tour de France, the Failure Way. You might be asking yourself, but Failure, where's the studio? Well, sadly, we've had a flooding in here in Denmark currently, so cameras are not working, so I'll work on getting it back as fast as possible. For today though, you'll be having to live with this screen. Today's stage is from Sharapmere to Milhouse, and last time we won this stage, it was actually a Danish guy, Michael Rasmussen, who won this stage. It was in 2005, and today I think it's going to be another breakaway stage. I think a guy like Thomas Vauclair, Sylvain Chavanel, Jerome Pinot, Tony Gallopin, Bel Kadri, Christophe Reblon, these known breakaway riders. I mean, even Jens Fuchs could go in the breakaway. It's anyone's day. Best of luck to anyone who goes in the breakaway, because if you're not in the breakaway today, there's so many like King of the Mountain ports to go for, so you gotta be in the breakaway today if you got a plan to win that. But you got a plan to win any stage, you probably want to be in the breakaway in this stage. Welcome here to the studio of the 9th stage of the Tour de France. We're going to start off with pre-live images because we have a lot to go through in a short amount of time. We started off with nice weather conditions, and there were a lot of guys who decided who they wanted to attack in today's stage. Sapphire Market and Ladak Nude sparked an attack, and they were followed by 7 other riders. Lamprey didn't decide this was a nice breakaway, so they were trying to pace them down. This was setting a high pace up to the first category 2 of the day, where Ian Isagiri took 5 points, Matsuman taking 3 points, and Chavanel, who is fighting for the Mountains jersey, took 2 points. We had the first crash in a long time. Richie Porte was on the ground, and another guy who also fell was Tom Dumoulin, and sadly, Tom Dumoulin had to abandon today's stage. They came up to the first category 3 of the day. Here, Johan van Sumen took 2 points, and Chavanel took 1 point. Then another downhill, and there were more crashes. Gulas and Jens Kukalero were down on the ground. Good news were though, they both continued. Soon after that, Heimer Sobel-Dia was on the ground, the Trek Factory Racing captain. And sadly, 4 kilometers after, he was on the ground again with the Australian champion Simon Gerrans. Jesus Hernandez was also on the ground. He is still to make it back to the peloton. And with all these crashes and high pace in the peloton, it took us a long time before we finally got a breakaway away. But the final breakaway of the day was Iris Aguirre, and Adam Monard, Sylvain Chavanel, Johan van Summeren, and Thiago Machado. They came out to the second category 2 of the day. Johan van Summeren took all 5 points, and that puts him in the virtual polka dot jersey. Chavanel took 3 points, and Isagir took 2 points. Up at the next category 2, it was literally seconds apart. It was the exact same standings. Once again, Van Summeren taking all 5 points, Chavanel taking 3 points, and Isagiri taking 2 points. They came up to the first and only intermediate sprint of the day, where there was only one real sprinter left in the peloton, and he's a lead-out man. John Degenkolb taking 10 points, winning the bunch sprint, where Chavanel and Van Summeren both taking 13 and 11 points, but in the breakaway they did not sprint for it. Sorry guys, we're now back into the live images, and as you see on screen, it's been quite a hard day. A lot of guys have been left behind. Let's take a look at who's all left behind. There are a bunch of people just laying on the road out here. Jesus Hernandez is still all the way in the back with Bidu and Cheng Ji. Hernandez is not looking too good after his crash. I hear over the race radio that he might abandon today's stage because of his bad conditions. He took a real bad tumble, but I said before the stage that this was going to be a breakaway victory, but with what I've seen so far from Belkin and Lamprey, I doubt that. We're going to see Rui Costa trying to win today's stage, even Bauke Mollema. Bauke Mollema has shown in the Vuelta a España that he can sprint, and we could see Bauke Mollema trying to win today's stage, guys, but I won't go to a commercial break before we reach the top of this category 1 and category 3, because I believe we're going to see attacks. With this high pace set by Lamprey and Belkin, we're going to see attacks. I could only imagine so, because why else would they set this high of a pace the entire stage long? I mean, this stage is so beyond schedule. Like, we were supposed to finish at 5 o'clock. It's currently 4 o'clock and we're almost finishing already. I mean, it's crazy, guys. They've been driving so fast, and this is into Fabian Cancellar's likings. Fabian Cancellar is going to keep another day in the yellow jersey unless we see GC guys attacking, but I think he's liking this. I think Cancellar is a real big fan of this high pace and tough conditions. He likes to get hurt. He likes this kind of conditions. That's why he's a classics rider. He loves the Hell at North. He loves the Ardennes Classics. Cancellar is just a nice overall rider, but for what I'm seeing currently, it does not seem like we'll see anyone attacking. I mean, that is really strange. The scene was set for a big GC contender to try and make their move and attack away, and they're still setting a really high pace in the peloton. Some riders aren't able to follow. As you see on the right side, Hirano, Geraint Thomas, Porte, these guys are all falling behind, and the peloton is going to crack anytime now. I could only see the peloton cracking. Contador's getting to the front. Will we see El Pistolero trying to put a move on? But it's pretty far away though. He's got a pretty long way to go. So if he goes away now, that might be a wasted efforts, because tomorrow it's going to be the first real mountain test, and you want to have full energy for tomorrow's stage. So if you go now, you gotta keep in mind that tomorrow's stage is going to be even tougher. So if you think today's stage was tough, tomorrow's going to be even tougher. Mikel Nieves moving to the front with Pate and Geraint Thomas. Where is Froome though? Froome is sitting down here. He's sitting nicely. He's 6th overall currently in the GC, but the overall leader, Fabian Cancellara, is looking really strong here on the left side. The breakaway only has 3 minutes and 40 seconds down to the peloton, and I believe we won't see a single attack. What is this? The scene was set to a peloton victory, but it looks like Lampre is giving up. Rui Costa might not have had the diamonds in the legs that he was advertising earlier on today's stage. We might actually see a breakaway victory after all. I mean, that's a really big surprise. Let's take a look in the breakaway. Who's going to win this mountain sprint? Johan van Suren currently is in the virtual polka dot jersey. He's been winning almost everything in today's stage of these climbs. Thiago Machado is trying to leave the other guys behind. He's got a small gap. Iran Izagirre is the first guy to follow. Sylvain Chavanel is on his wheel, and this is creating more of a gap down to the peloton. When the peloton doesn't react to this, these guys might go on and win today's stage. Iran Izagirre goes to the front now. 800 meters to go. Here comes Sylvain Chavanel on the right side, but he's got Van Suren on his wheel. But Van Suren, is he fast enough? No, Van Suren's going to get shut out in this sprint. And Iran Izagirre takes a lot of points. Meanwhile, down the peloton, no one is reacting to this. Let's take a look at how many points they actually got. Izagirre took 10 points, Chavanel took 6 points, Van Suren took 4. It's going to be a close one between Chavanel and Van Suren, but I think Iran Izagirre could have sneaked his way into the top now by winning this category 1. That is 10 points. That is quite a lot of points, and if you take all 10 points, I mean, he's got to be in the virtual classification. Yes, he is, by 1 point. He's up there by 1 point in this category 3 in a second. It's going to be very interesting. Is Chavanel going to be able to take that 1 point? He's, if he wins this one, he needs Iran Izagirre to not be second. Chavanel needs to win this one, and Izagirre needs to not be second. But I doubt it. We'll see though. Meanwhile, down the peloton, Lampre decided to set the pace once again. We see Durasik, the only Croatian rider in this peloton, setting out the pace, and he's joined by Jose Serpa. Oh, this could be a, are they going to try something now? Meanwhile, in the front, there's 1 kilometer left to the top. Iran Izagirre is the first one to attack. Chavanel looks marked. Chavanel looks like he is tired. Izagirre attacks again. He loves this kind of terrain. Mornar's on the left side. Mornar looks like he's going to win this one. Van Suren is trying to get away, but it's so steep. It's 8%. These guys can't get anywhere. And Izagirre is trying to launch again. They got 500 meters. Chavanel, you have to launch now if you want to win this jersey. This is your last chance. Chavanel, are you going to go? No. Mornar is going to take 2 points. Izagirre takes 1 point. And that's going to seal the deal. Iran Izagirre is in the polka dot jersey for tomorrow. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. There were no attacks. I expected attacks, but we didn't see any. Be right back after this short commercial break.
Hey guys, Baseball Lover 312 here. Are you interested in some Pro Cycling Manager 2014 footage, as well as flashbacks of 2013, 2011, and even Cycling Manager 4, as well as some more surprise gifts for your sub box, such as Call of Duty 1, that's right, World War II time, as well as MLB, Civ 5, and Happy Wheels? Then come to my channel, youtube.com/baseballlover312. I hope to see you there, and I hope you have a great time. Thanks. This is Baseball Lover 312 signing out.
Welcome back from the commercial break. We're within the final 20 kilometers of today's stage. In the breakaway, Thiago Machado has been dropped by his fellow companions, and he is not going to see the light of day anymore. This is the end from Team NetApp's stage win chances, I'd say, but Iran Izagirre, Mornar, Chavanel, and Van Suren are still up here, and Mornar must be the favorite. He's the only one who hasn't been going for all these mountain sprint, and he must be looking in shape. Meanwhile, down the peloton, nobody is pacing. Rogers is sitting near the front, but he is not pacing, so it looks like the breakaway will take today's stage. But who's it going to be? Is it going to be Sylvain Chavanel, Johan van Suren, Iran Izagirre, or Mornar from BMC? It's going to be a good sprint finish, guys, I can tell you that. Oh, in the peloton now, it looks like Cancellara set the pace. Cancellara decided, oh, they look like they backed off anyway. They were going to give it a go, but they backed off. I think they're just keeping an eye on Chavanel. Chavanel is only 6 minutes behind the overall GC, so they got to just keep him in check. Because if they gave him 6 minutes, they gave up the yellow jersey a day before they have to, because most likely, what's his name? Oh, down the peloton, we actually see attacks. Down in the peloton, we see attacks. We have a big GC contenders are attacking, but Verde, Costa, Mollema, all these guys are attacking. They have to react to this. They have to react to this. What the heck? I did not expect these GC contenders to attack on flat road. They did not attack uphill. They did not attack on the downhill, but on flat road. What's going on? Are we going to see them get caught again? This is going to be interesting. We're going to have to keep an eye on it down here, because this high pace could create some difficulties in the end. It looks like they're going to get caught though. But Valverde, Mollema, Machado, Costa are up here. Meanwhile in the front they only have 1 minute. Could this be the end of the breakaway's dreams? It could be tough. We're going to see high pace down here. They got to set a really high pace to make sure they come back now. This is not good for some of the riders in the peloton. They're going to feel this. But we see Astana, Sky, and Team of Saxonbank are working together to catch these guys back. Meanwhile in the breakaway they've only got 1 minute now. They could get caught. They could get caught on the line because of this late attack from these favorites. Keep an eye out for Contador, Rogers, and all these other guys. They gotta be weary towards the front, because there's only 4 kilometers left. Everyone could win this now. Meanwhile, Valverde and these guys have been caught, and it's gonna go into a final sprint finish. They're all chasing really, really fast. They want to be near the front now. Look at this high pace. Look at this high pace. And they have started sprinting in the front. Benati's going all out. So is Roach. These guys are all sprinting for it now. They want to be near the front. Who's gonna win today's stage? Valverde's in the front. He is creating a gap. Valverde is creating a gap. Who's gonna win it though? Valverde's alone in the front. Mollema's on his wheel. Benati goes on the left side. There goes Roach. Rodriguez is looking good. He's got Pellegrino on his wheel. Cancellara is also a fast man. He's going to go for it. Kangert is sprinting, but currently Valverde's got a 10-second gap. He goes into the final turn of today's stage. Is Valverde going to win today's stage? Yes, it looks like Alejandro Valverde steals one from the breakaway. It looks so good for the breakaway, but the late attacks on the favorites steals another victory, and that is 2 in a row for Alejandro Valverde. Cancellara's going to come in second place, it looks like. Rodriguez in third, Paulino in fourth, Mollema in fifth. What an attack, though. What an attack. Jurgen Wolf's going to come in 10th. What a late attack from Alejandro Valverde. That is 2 in a row. Team of Saxonbank really reacted fast in that ending. They did not want to lose any time to Valverde, Mollema, Costa, and these guys. So they brought everyone to the front. If they wouldn't have brought Benati to the front, I think they might have been able to win today's stage with Benati. But they decided Contador is more important. But I'll see you guys on the podium. That is 2 in a row for Alejandro Valverde. I'm sure that nobody expected Valverde to win today's stage. It looked tailor-suited for a breakaway, but Valverde steals it away from Chavanel and company right on the line. What a shame for Chavanel, Mornard, Van Zumeren, and Izagirre. It looked like they were going to win today's stage, but the late attack from them snagged it away. Cancellara gets another day in the yellow jersey, but Valverde is coming close. Valverde looks like he's in form, but did Valverde peak too early? That is the question. We've seen these cases before where the big GC contenders, they go out and win these stages they're not supposed to win, but then they peak too early and they boink in the mountains, and that is not what you want to see from your GC captain. Let's look at the overall points classification. The green jersey is what I was trying to say. Sagan's get that one in another day. He's going to wear that for another day. Why are we seeing Degenkolb sprint for these intermediate points? He's not even in top 10, yet he's still sprinting for these intermediate points. Is it like his dream that he's just going to come from behind and steal it all when Kittel abandons, and Sagan abandons, and Cavendish abandons, Greipel abandons, Demar abandons? Who knows? Izagirre is going to wear the polka dot jersey for tomorrow's stage. He might actually lose it in tomorrow's stage, because there's a lot of points to fight for in tomorrow's stage. Chavanel must be hurting himself right now, because he was so close to taking it, but all the points he lost to Van Zumeren, and in the end that category 1, which Izagirre took, really came down to the wire, and Izagirre is going to wear the jersey for tomorrow. Sagan still in the overall white classification. He's still the best young rider in the race currently, but Kwiatkowski, Pinot, and Bardet are moving up. Izagirre also took some time today. He moved up, but it's going to be nice to see. Is Sagan going to be able to keep it tomorrow? Kwiatkowski is quite a decent all-arounder, and he's going to be able to climb well tomorrow, but Sagan can also climb. Sagan can do everything, but can he climb that well tomorrow? We'll see tomorrow. Lotto Belsol, another day in the overall team classification. As I said in the last stage, I'm not sure they're really going for this, but, I mean, they have it, so might as well just enjoy it while you have it. Tomorrow's stage, I doubt they're going to keep it, because we're going to see Astana, Sky, Valverde, movie star. I mean, Valverde is basically movie star. It's quite interesting to see. I want to see, though, did Jesus Hernandez make it within the time zone, or time limit? Because he did not look like that good. Oh, he did! Jesus Hernandez actually made it in within the time limit, which is really good news for Team of Saxonbank. But I'll see you guys in the studio. That was quite the stage. Alejandro Valverde makes it 2 in a row. Who would have foreseen that before this year's tour? Alejandro Valverde winning 2 stages in a row. I feel so bad for the breakaway in this stage. If the GC contenders wouldn't have attacked, then they wouldn't have been caught and we would have seen a breakaway victory. But we didn't. We managed to catch Alejandro Valverde for the 2nd day in a row.
What a day. Leon took the polka dot jersey and I took the victory for the 2nd day in a row. I mean, nobody expected this to happen. But open your eyes. It's real.
Congratulations to Alejandro Valverde. He deserved it, and he sounded pretty happy in his interview, and I'm pretty sure it's not the last we'll see of Alejandro Valverde in this tour. But guys, this is the end of the episode. Please leave a like, please leave a comment. I'm sorry the studio wasn't working in this episode, but it'll be back soon, I promise you that. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, please leave an extra like, because the studio's not working. See you guys later.